何が？
だから
ああ、サジョ
うちに
まだ残っていたか。
あ、
少しサジョを借りていいかな。話の途中だったなら先に済ませてくれて構わない。
いえ大丈夫です。
Alright, so I was struggling to think about where to actually start this episode. Dreaming Boys Realist is fan-freaking-tastic, and there was just so many good points about this episode, and there were so many funny moments. Like, I was, like, legitly hella laughing this episode, and that's nothing but good for the anime. So, where do I start? Well, I think, let me start with this. I think, you know, Natsukawa has been feeling some type of way towards our boy Soju, right? Or Sajo, whatever. Soju. And I think one of the classmates nailed it on the head, as like Sajo's been pursuing her heavily and frantically and just every single day. Basically, when he breathes, the next thing that he does is go after Natsukawa. One of the classmates called it out. She basically said, I don't know what, if I don't know which classmate, but a classmate basically said if she didn't like it, she wouldn't reply or she would have him stop. And I think that was one of the key moments or indicators for me during the episode was like, yeah, you know, obviously we know that already. We talked about it last week that, yeah, if she didn't like it, you know, she would have had him stop. Or she would have like not been a participant in his pursuing. And I think that they really nailed the head on that one, or they nailed it on the head on that one, as like he shouldn't feel bad that his incessant pursuing of her caused her to kind of not make a lot of friends, because he was just always overwhelmingly around her, because she was a participant in him being around her, you know? So I just wanted to call that out. That I really like that they nailed that other people around them nailed it. And other people around them even said, like, you know, they actually kind of look good together. You know what I mean? Like, so the people who were the audience in what they were doing were just kind of like, yeah, they like this, you know? And it's evident, right? And it's more evident now that she's not getting all that attention from him. She's now trying to seek his attention. And unfortunately, that's just a really, really good depiction of just how life is, right? You give, you give, you give. That becomes the expectation. So when you take away or you don't give anymore, the other person's like, yo, where is this? And now they just want that because they became so accustomed to whatever that is. So now they're looking for it, like, what did I do? What's wrong? You know? And, you know, for Natsukawa in this sense specifically, what that'll do is realize on how important that attention was, or how important the person was giving the attention was. And she's just gonna have to do some self-seeking, I guess you could say, in determining what her next step is with you know, with Sajo. The next thing after that is our boy Sajo is just dropping rizz all over this school. So, you know, he got the attention of the discipline committee, Shinomiya, or whatever her name is, the discipline committee head. Basically, she's the opposite of his sister. So instead of the student council president, she's the head of the disciplinary committee of the school. And they equally have as much, how do you explain it? They equally have as much responsibility and ownership of systematic things that occur at the school, from keeping things cleanly and all kinds of different things. So he gets the attention of her, and she seeks him out because of Yu, which is the girl that he scared last episode. And as she does that, right, she's getting closer to him, and she's seeing, like, the real side of him, and he's just, like, rizzing all over the place. Then there was a meeting between her, you know, and she keeps seeking him out and using Yu as a guise to seek him out now more. So now her and Yu, which is the other girl that he scared off, is there. And I like how he came in with some snacks for the girls. He's like, yo, I got a spare. I brought you an extra, you know, like, she's like, oh, because he gives Shinomiya, like, hey, last time we didn't get to eat, so I was thinking of you this time. Make sure we share some. She's like, what about you here? He's like, don't worry, I got a spare chocolate. And I was like, my boy. So that was just, I was just laughing, and I thought that was hilarious. But then he keeps being real with her of just, like, the way people are around her, the way people are, you know, and I thought that was a really, really cool thing to see. really well written, and introducing these other characters that I actually kind of like more. I like this Shinomiya character more in this episode than I do the Natsukawa girl. The Natsukawa girl, she's probably like really important to our main character, but to me as a viewer, I could care less about her. I like the Shinomiya girl a bit better. Then we have all the stuff with his sister, and basically his sister, whipping him into the student council, just basically making him do admin work. I just wanted to call this out too. His sister low-key has a harem. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the student council, she's president, and then all the people under her are all boys. So I was like, yo, get it, sis. But for him to do more of her work, she promises him a big PMAG. And I like all the people's reaction when that happened. A really funny moment during the episode. And then at the end of the episode too, Natsukawa has everybody over at her house, and she really wanted him there. But because of the interference of Shinomiya, she wasn't able to actually invite him over specifically when she initially said, oh no, you don't need to be there kind of thing. He's like, oh yeah, okay. So she missed her chance initially. She tried to recoup it, but she missed it. And all she did now is she's going to think about him missing the whole time. And then she has the jealousy because some other girl came to pull him away. So lots of things happening for our boy in this anime. I really like all the directions that it's going. Also, Natsukawa's best friend, the girl there, is very, very, very comfortable with our main character. And she has more main girl energy than Natsukawa does. And I don't think that her best friend realizes that she may also, like, how do you say it? Not mentally, not what do they call it mentally, but subconsciously. She may also subconsciously really like our main character as well, which is a whole nother level, to everything that's happening. But really, really am digging this anime. Really enjoyed it. I enjoy the laughs. I enjoy the entertainment, and I enjoy everything that it's giving us so far. So really, really enjoying this one quite a bit. But I know I missed a lot of other little things that happened during the episode because there's a lot of other things. So let me know what your favorite part was of the episode. Let me know if you're going to continue watching it. Let me know if you just simply didn't like it. Every opinion is valid, so let me hear yours in the comments. As always, I just appreciate you guys being here for another week. I'm really enjoying it. Doesn't mean that you necessarily are. So if you aren't, let me know in the comments. Let's just talk about the things you like or don't like. And who's best girl so far? Because for me, this Shinomiya with her little moly mo is winning for me over Natsukawa because I really care less about her. All right. Peace out, my friends.